Hello and welcome to the traditional Dream Factory updates for October 13. It is still blazing hot here in Alentejo, but it's beautiful and we're expecting some rain hopefully this weekend. The main update for the week is that we're going to be launching an educational platform that we've been working on for the last several weeks. We've already recorded the first pieces of content and we developed the platform into the traditional Dream Factory website directly, so all of you can already access the educational content with your Wanderer subscription. The goal of the educational platform is really to be able to share all of this knowledge that we've been accumulating over the last several years around topics such as water restoration, water retention landscapes, permaculture, blockchain, Web3, DAOs, creating culture, integrating to the local community, and all of those juicy topics that are part of building a village. And in truth, it is quite hard to build a village, and there's a lot of topics that need to be covered, and that's some things that I've shared in the past. But the goal of this platform is really to give the tools away to anyone that wants to launch a village or anyone that is curious about our journey to be able to follow along what we're up to and to be able to encode and to store all of this knowledge into content that can be reproduced by us in the future. The main ask from you is that you simply subscribe as a wanderer. It costs you 10 euros per month. And for this small investment, you will get access to all of the knowledge that we've been building over the last several years. And on top of that, you'll be enabling us to continue doing our work, continuing to regenerate this land, continuing to develop these new systems for creating micro decentralized societies such as TDF.
Thank you, Sam. And with that, also a warm welcome from me, Ismail. And yes, indeed, we want to talk about the education platform that we have been building out over the past couple of weeks. And we're super excited to announce that we have already created actually quite a bit of content, and we're going to show you through how the platform itself looks in a bit. But before we do that, we just want to highlight a couple of topics around the realms of land, Web3, culture, DAO, and so forth. And so the first video that we have recorded is actually ways to visit TDF. So there's a good overview of the different options. You can come as a volunteer, as a guest, and so forth. Another video that we have recorded is where Sam tells us a little bit more in depth about the tokenomics at TDF. And we are super thrilled that we also have recorded with Josh a video about building and the details of food forests. And at the same time, we have also recorded with Florine about smart systems for regenerative villages. And this is really just the start. We are planning to launch a video each week that should give you, as a subscriber, access to a very big array of informational material on how to build a village, on how to run a village, and on to all the topics that are necessary in order to create TDF or something like TDF. And with that, let's take a look on how the platform will look like for you as a user.
All right. So, welcome to the traditional Dream Factory platform, which has been developed by the Closer team. Thank you so much, Vova, for all your hard work getting this feature out of the door this week. So you'll notice if you navigate to traditionaldreamfactory.com, in your menu you have a new sections around online courses, which if you click into it, you'll see the different lessons that we have already uploaded. And we're going to be uploading one new lesson every week on a new topic. And starting this week with the initial 3 lessons: how to visit TDF, some more details about the TDF token tokenomics, and a lesson here by Joshua, so you can learn how to build your own food forest. And all of these lessons are included in your Wanderer subscription. So if you want to learn with us as we are building out all of these different systems are uh, that are required for a regenerative village, you can simply subscribe here under the Wanderer subscription, and you'll get access to the online courses together with all of the other benefits from this subscription. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this platform. See you soon.
And with all that information, the call to action for you guys really is to subscribe to the website as a wanderer in order to be able to access this education platform that we've been showing you and that we've been talking about mainly today, and also to share it with friends and interested people. If you know somebody who's interested in the different topics, Web3, land, water, culture, and so forth, make sure to share TDF as one knowledge repository with them. Make sure that your friends and the people interested sign up as a wanderer. They can support the project itself, but they can also gain access to all this education that they can then use for themselves and for people around them. And if there are any topics that you either find super interesting and you want to hear more about, please feel free to message me directly and reach out, and we may include that into the education platform as well. And at the same time, if you're an expert, if you have some expertise that you want to share with TDF and with the community of TDF, you're also super welcome to reach out, and we can schedule, we can organize an interview, a lesson, and we can create a content piece that we can then also add to the e-learning platform of TDF. And maybe let's use that as a segue to talk a little bit about the current traction that we have. So since last week, we had 27 new signups, which equals to 800 total signups on the website. Hooray, hooray. And out of these, we have gained one wanderer and we have lost one wanderer. So we're still at 31 wanderer subscribers, but we do still have some traction for the signups. And with that, the last week we had 9 bookings for guests at TDF. Sam spoke at Nomad World, and we currently have 12 volunteers present at TDF, which is actually a very nice and vibrant atmosphere. We have some well-experienced TDFlers around, we have some fresh volunteers, we have some volunteers around that have been here for some time, and it's really beautiful to see that a lot of stuff gets done. I wonder what's happening here.
We have collected many trees to plant. It's way more than it looks like. We probably have about 400 or 500 trees here. And all of these trees are going to be planted in all of the areas where we plant trees at TDF. So that is the reforestation area, the half hectare on the top of the hill. That's the gardens. Actually, we've never planted trees there before, but the veggie gardens are going to get trees. And those trees are going to be creating shade for the veggies and the produce, and so that when we're working there, it's much more shady, and they're going to drop leaves and create ground cover. Anyway, there's a lot of trees. We also had a huge action this past week where we cleared out all of the composting toilets so that now 2 of them are completely available for use. The other ones are still decomposing a bit, and we kind of redid and made awesome signs for our human manure dumping area. What else? And a lot of planning. A lot of planning is taking place for the upcoming planting actions. Getting a digger, finding people in town to rip lines in the ground so we can plant trees and create swales and divert water so we don't have flooding in our food forest again this year. And there's more, but maybe you can text me if you want to hear about it.
Hello guys, little update from the kitchen. So last week was quite busy. We had a lot of painting. Look at this beautiful white color. It took a little bit of time, and we had general cleaning with scrubbing floor a lot, and general cleaning in the kitchen, which I'm very happy about. And yesterday we had the bread workshop. So people are making their own bread. And I'm gonna just work a little bit with this beauty, which is gluten-free bread. Made of seeds and oats. And as well, we had some painting here and there. And yeah, just a lot of cleaning and a lot of bread from my side.
Cedric, what are you up to?
We're cleaning the tents.
What's wrong with those tents?
Those tents were outside on the land, and I guess they got a little bit moldy during this spring.
So what are we doing with them
So
now?
we are trying to treat them to get this mold off, and to receive guests soon in those tents again. So that's the mission.
What are you guys up to?
We're building a new cabinet for laundry storage
And where is that gonna be?
somewhere in this workshop. Probably behind that tent, I think.
What's happening here?
That Mrs. Margot is escaping from the chicken area, so we need to just make a small cutting on her wings so she will stop flying away.
Margaret, what do you say to that?
I don't care.
And a little update on our events for this week. Last weekend we hosted a wonderful improv theater event with Cuba. It was called the Modern Dream Factory, and we had about 20 dreamers who immersed themselves in this experience, and we created all kinds of different little scenes around the land, really trying to tell the story of Abella in 2070X, I think the year was, and it was a beautiful little experience. We had a lot of fun with it. And we also hosted the first movie night last week, and tonight is the second night that we're going to be hosting this movie night. We already had several members of the Abella community stopping by and having FOMO for not having participated in the last one and really wanting to take part. So let's see how many people show up. Hopefully we can double the numbers from last week, where we had 5 people showing up. And I already heard of more than 5 people that want to come for this week, so let's see. The Refi DAO event that we are hosting on October 27. It's going to be a weekend followed by a week-long immersion into the world of regenerative finance. We're bringing together the leaders from across the space with protocols such as Sylvie and the Crypto Commons Association and Refi DAO, and of course ourselves, OASA, and the Traditional Dream Factory, representing the Refi Village movement. And this is a very good opportunity to come and learn about how crypto technology can be a force for good, a force to help tackle things like climate change. It's about how we can build a nature-backed economy, and really the regenerative finance movement try to work on the primitives that can enable this economy to blossom from the bottom up. It's going to be a beautiful event. We're expecting some 30 to 50 regenerators and crypto enthusiasts to come by. We also have a beautiful planting action that Josh is going to be guiding us. So hope to see you soon.